Okay, today's lesson is called Learn to Negotiate. Let me get this blown up a little bit. Okay, learn to negotiate. Negotiation is a process of discussing problems face to face in order to reach a solution. It involves talking, listening, considering the other person's point of view, and compromise. Compromise means coming to an agreement in which each person gives up something in order to get what they both want. Keep these guidelines in mind to help negotiate a solution to a problem. Select an appropriate time and place to work out your problems. Choose a relatively quiet place and time that is agreeable to both of you. Avoid meeting if you feel rushed or impatient. Keep an open mind. Listen carefully to each other and consider both points of view. Be flexible. Be willing to bend and meet the other person halfway. Accept responsibility for your role in the conflict. Be willing to apologize if you see you've unfairly hurt the other person. Accepting the fact that you may be wrong is a sign of courage and maturity. Work together to find a positive solution. Brainstorming possible solutions together can be very productive. And it says here on the side, I don't know if you can see this, the top part of it is like safety first, to help prevent the spread of violence. Choose friends who value peaceful behavior. Don't become a member of a gang. Learn and practice the skills of communication and conflict resolution. Walk away from physical conflict and other acts of violent behavior. Don't go to it. Walk away from it. Work at building your self-esteem when you feel good about yourself. You're more likely to deal with difficult situations in positive, non-violent ways. Oh yeah, and the other section with learn to negotiate, there's a couple more that go with this. These two right here. Don't give up. That's one of my favorite things about learning to negotiate through a problem. Don't give up. If negotiating isn't going well, it's okay to work at it another time. Suggest a future time and place where you can continue the process. Seek help. Consider asking another person to help you both reach a solution. We talked about that in another lesson, and it was called a mediator. Find someone to mediate for you. I'm trying to see if I can find it on there. Oh, where did it go? I don't know. I can't find it. Anyway, so the person who there it is, mediate. If no solution is reached, the persons ask a neutral third party to listen to their problem and make suggestions to resolve it. And sometimes you don't even know that third party person. If it comes into a work type situation, then you would have to bring in a mediator, to negotiate the situation. Okay, and then the last section in this is called Be a Peacemaker. Sometimes people can't resolve a conflict even when they use the problem-solving process. Deadlocks in which no one will budge occur when two or more people can't agree on a solution to a conflict. To solve a deadlock, they may need mediation, which is what I was talking about. During mediation, a neutral third party is used to help reach the solution that's agreeable to both sides. With a mediator, people can often agree on a solution. Many schools offer peer mediation programs. A peer mediator is a young person in the middle between two students who are locked in conflict. Mediators are trained to withhold judgment and to be careful listeners. And I think that's the key to it, is to listen and don't judge, one side or the other before it's needed to be judged. I think listening is probably the number one thing for a mediator. They ask questions of both parties and respond fairly and evenly. Mediators try to resolve conflicts by using problem solving. They don't solve problems. Instead, they help both parties seek a solution, usually through compromise. Schools with peer mediation programs tend to have more cooperation, fewer fights, and less overall violence. Many families and communities now use mediation to resolve disagreements and prevent violence. When people resolve differences peacefully, each side benefits. Let me read that over since I messed that up. When people resolve differences peacefully, each side benefits. And I think that's pretty important. Okay, and the last section to our unit on conflicts is called Work Through Conflicts. Some conflicts are never resolved, but both sides learn to accept and respect each other's differences. Zoe and her parents may never agree on types of music, but they can agree to respect each other's choices. Fortunately, most conflicts can be resolved when people are willing to cooperate and work toward positive solutions. By learning as much as you can about conflict resolution, you can do your part to bring about and keep peace at home, at school, and in your community. And it says here on the bottom, a peer mediator may be assigned to your school to resolve conflicts between students. They help the students to come to a peaceful solution. Okay, let me go ahead and put the notes up for this chapter. I know I haven't put that up very much since we started this chapter, so I definitely want to make sure you get these. Okay, so here's chapter 10 notes, and you can go ahead and pause the video so that way you get these, and then the last section is this right here. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video so that way you can take the notes. And have a great day and work on solving your own conflicts.